Hey guys, it's Dr. Sam Robbins. Now on my YouTube channel, I have a lot of male subscribers. And well, you know guys, all right? They typically have one main thing on their mind. Now in all seriousness, I do get a lot of private emails from guys asking about penis-related topics. So I've decided to have a little fun and reveal 10 very interesting and fascinating facts about the penis that you probably don't know. Now, the 10 topics I'll cover today is that your penis is twice as long as you think, the penis can break, about your very first erection as well as your very last erection, about the no brain ejaculation, about the shoe size myth, the direction of your penis, the Kellogg's Corn Flakes stops masturbation, shower or grower, and finally, morning erections and morning wood. Now, also under this video, I posted special links about how you can improve the performance of your penis if that's something you care about. So make sure you take a look after this video at the end. Also, please comment below and let me know which fact surprised you the most today. So let's get started with the one all guys care about, and that's your penis is twice as long as you think. Basically, half of your penis length is actually inside your body. Of course, most guys wish that this wasn't the case and that the entire penis was outside, right? You just basically doubled your length. However, half of this is actually inside your body so that when you do get an erection, it doesn't just fall straight down, right? Pointing to the ground. An interesting fact is that one way of increasing penis length is by actually pulling out some of this hidden penis, which I will discuss in a future penis enlargement video series. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and click the notification icon if penis growth is something you're interested about in the future. Now, the next topic is that the penis can break. Now, many years ago, I was listening to a radio show called Love Lines with Dr. Drew. And a guy called in and he said he was having sex and he heard a loud pop. He said that it was super painful and then his penis basically just swelled up. So he called in, asked Dr. Drew if he, broke his penis. And then to my surprise, Dr. Drew said, yes, in a way you did. Now, Dr. Drew went on to say how the caller basically fractured his penis. He fractured the penis. Now, this typically happens during vigorous sex. Now, in a study that analyzed 42 cases of penile fracture, the most dangerous sexual position was woman on top. Now, the good news is that fracturing a penis doesn't happen very often. And if treated quickly, you can restore full function. Thus, don't be embarrassed, right? If this happens to you, go see a doctor or go to the ER immediately if this happens to you, and maybe give twice the second thought if a girl's going to ride you on top. Now, let's talk about your very first erection. So speaking of erections, your very first erection actually happens in the womb. While still in the mother's womb, ultrasound scans sometimes show a fetus with a fully formed erection. Now, according to the research, fetal erections most commonly occur during rapid eye movement, sleep. And this can happen a number of times each hour while in the womb. Now, let's talk about your very last erection, all right? So we've established that erections, very first one happens in the womb, but what is perhaps even more surprising is what's called the death erection, your very last erection, also called angel lust, or a terminal erection, and it happens in the moments right after death. Now, let's talk about the no brain ejaculation. An interesting fact is that if you have a penis, you can't really control when you ejaculate. This is partly because ejaculation does not involve the brain. Basically, the signal to ejaculate comes from the spinal ejaculation generator. Of course, your brain does have some say in all this, right? What you think about can speed up or slow down your ability to have an orgasm and ejaculate. But the system that functions primarily all this is because of the spine. Now, let's talk about the shoe size myth. Apparently, a 2002 study confirmed that there's no correlation between shoe size and penis length. Now, because I wear size 13 feet, I will pretend that this study doesn't exist. However, an older study in 1993 did state that penile length was related to both height and foot length. So I actually like this study even more because I am tall at 6'3". But then in another study in 2006, the researchers included that penile dimensions are significantly correlated with age, height, and index finger length, but not foot size. So based on all these studies, I should have a super huge penis. But in all seriousness, the bottom line is that if you're a bigger person with bigger dimensions, you probably will have a slightly bigger penis to match. But ultimately, there is no definitive correlation between shoe or hand size or the length of your penis. So don't worry about it. Now, let's talk about the direction of your penis. Now, I've had many guys ask if there's something wrong with their penis because it's curved or it's pointing in a quote unquote weird direction. The fact is that an erect penis can point in any direction, straight ahead, up or down, left or right. There is no right or wrong direction. And some curve to the left or to the right, some curve up or down. Either way, don't worry about it because there is no normal. We all have different variations and curves and directions when it comes to the penis. The next topic is Kellogg's Corn Flakes stops masturbation. So here's something most people didn't know, that Dr. John Harvey Kellogg, the guy who started Kellogg's, one of the most popular breakfast cereal companies in the world, actually created corn flakes in the hopes that it would cause people to stop masturbating. For whatever reason, Dr. Kellogg was adamantly against anything sexual, especially masturbation. I don't know why or how he thought eating cornflakes would cause someone to stop masturbating. Either way, it obviously didn't work, and there's no clinical evidence backing it up either. Granted, a diet high in carbs and sugar, such as breakfast cereals, does tend to cause a decrease in total and free testosterone levels, so that's something to consider if you love eating cereal. Now, the next topic is shower or grower. Now, study concluded 274 participants demonstrating that there is no correlation between the length of a flaccid penis and its erect size. Listen, some start small and end up large, a grower, while some are large when flaccid and only grow a little bit when erect, and that's what we call a shower. And when we also have the extremes as well. Some are small regardless of the arousal, and some are large when flaccid and they get much bigger. Of course, it would be nice to be a shower, right? It's good for your ego at the locker room or when you're undressing in front of someone before sex. It does make a positive impression if you're quote unquote already a shower. Now, the question is, can a grower turn into a shower? Yes, a potential change in your hormones can do this, and I'll cover this in a future video. So make sure you're subscribed and click the notification icon. On a side note, can you actually make your penis bigger? And this is also yes, and I will discuss this in a future video as well. And finally, let's talk about morning erections and that morning wood. Listen, most men with healthy testosterone levels have morning erections, or as some call it, morning wood. And this is called nocturnal penile tumescence. Now, the nocturnal means happens at night. Penile is defined as penis, of course, and tumescent basically means being swollen. Now, what's interesting is that women also experience something similar called nocturnal clitoral tumescence. And this is when the clitoris swells up. So in both men and women, this typically happens during REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement. And remember earlier I said your first erection as when you're in the womb also happens during REM sleep. So if you're sleeping well and you have different stages of REM sleep a few times a night, and thus you typically might have anywhere between 3 to 5 of these erections or these tumescence. So what's the reason guys call it, morning wood? Mainly because your testosterone is typically the highest immediately after waking up from REM sleep, and hence the morning wood. And if you're not getting regular morning wood, at least 3 or 4 times weekly, and preferably daily, then it's time you optimize your hormones and boost your testosterone levels. Typically, it means there's something might be off with your hormones as well as blood flow. And I've posted the best testosterone boosting solutions below this video. So take a look if that's something you're interested in and want to improve. Let me know about today's topic, what you learned, what surprised you the most, and if you want me to do similar topics like this in the future. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I wish you a very happy and healthy day.